Peace and blessings, Soul Tribe. Welcome back to the channel, new and returning overseas in America. I have missed you guys. I have been gone for a little over 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Oh, 21 days. I've been gone for 3 weeks. I do have messages recorded though, um, that I've recorded this past week. I just haven't had an opportunity to upload those yet. So I will be getting those uploaded. Um, but I have missed you guys. I have a ton of emails that I need to catch up on. So if you have sent me an email this week, um, please be patient with me. I am going through the emails. Anyone who has um, purchased a copy of the ebook, all of those emails are together. So I expect the ebook to go out to those who have ordered, like while I was on hiatus, and even this past week, to go out in the coming days. You guys will receive your ebooks this week. Thank you to everyone who has purchased a copy of that book, by the way. Thank you to everyone who continues to support. To anyone who has sent me a text or contacted me otherwise, bear with me, be patient with me. I'm getting to it. Y'all know that right before I went out on break, I had to like get a new device and was locked out of my iCloud accounts, and I had just got back into it right before I went out on break. But while I was gone, I didn't have any of my devices with me. So I still have to kind of get into it, go through any text messages, and reach back out to people. So I am not ignoring anyone. It's just give me some time, y'all. I came back and life was busy, right? Life was lifing. Um, but I'm working on it. In this video, though, um, I want to talk today about defeating witchcraft, right? And one way of defeating it. Um, and the title of this video is going to be Defeating Witchcraft. Know thyself, heal thyself, love thyself. Okay? Because when people are throwing work at you, when things are coming against you, people tend to hit you where it's going to hurt you the most, right? People tend to hit you where you're going to worry the most, where it's going to be the greatest distraction, right? And so if your finances are a great distraction for you, if it's already tight and someone's trying to get at you in some way, shape, or form, they're going to attack you in that area. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's the area of the health, sometimes it's our relationships, right? And so it's very important, number one, that you not necessarily let people know the areas that you feel weak in, right? Don't let anyone know what your weaknesses are. Okay. Use discernment when you are having conversations with people and dealing with people. Okay. But it's also very important though that you not only know yourself, like you really have to know who you are, and you really have to tap into who you are, not who people want you to be, not who people think you are, but who you are authentically. You have to show up each and every day as your authentic self. Okay. Um, this is also why shadow work and healing is so important. You have to do the work to heal. You have to do the work to understand your triggers and to work on that, right? And when you love yourself, Listen, that's self-explanatory. Love is the highest vibration. Okay. It is self-explanatory. And so it is harder for people to attack you. It is harder for people to throw hexes at you and such when you operate in this way, because when you know yourself, when you heal yourself, and when you love yourself, you raise your vibration. When you are vibrating high, it puts you out of reach of the enemy. It puts you out of reach of things like spell work and hexes and things like that. And so it's important to raise your vibration, but it is important to do it authentically. It is important to show up as your authentic self every day. It is important that you heal the areas that need healing, whether you go to therapy, find you a mentor, or do your own shadow work through journaling and things of that nature. There are a ton of shadow work workbooks out there. There are a ton of ideas on Pinterest, journaling prompts for shadow work, but sorting that out, going back and dealing with your inner child and the inner child wounds, right? Childhood trauma, working your way through that. Because as you heal from these things, your vibration raises. The higher you vibrate, the harder it is for evil and darkness and low vibrational things to reach you. And so on this journey, you cannot run from your healing. You cannot run from yourself. You can't run from it. And so many people are interested in a love spell to get another person, but it's like, if you turn that energy and focus it on you, yourself, and your self-love, and increase that, you wouldn't have to do a love spell. You wouldn't even be interested in it. And so we hear about shadow work all the time. But I don't think I've ever heard about it other than from my own mentor, like as it pertains to when it comes down to dealing with witchcraft, overcoming it, defeating it, right? It's more than one way to defeat witchcraft. And I promise you, lighting a candle, putting some oil and herbs on it, that ain't it. It's one way, right? But there's work that has to be done with that. Okay, it goes back to faith without works is dead. Yeah, you can do the ritual, but what work are you putting behind the ritual? It requires work. And most of that work is on self. Most of that work is inner work. It requires that. All right. So that's it. That's all. I don't want to be before y'all too long, and I don't want to beat the dead horse. I'm pretty sure you kind of get the point of the message, right? Know thyself, heal thyself, and love thyself. And when you do those three things, it makes it harder for certain things to affect you. Y'all remember that. All right. I pray that everyone is well and blessed. Sending love and light to each and every one of you. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.